Hello viewers, today we are going to start with very important topic of halogens. Halogens are group 7 elements. Um, they You can see from this yellow color that this color is just to mark it. The top one halogen is chlorine, next one is chlorine, then bromine, then we have iodine, and last one is astatine. Astatine is radioactive. You know to which group halogen belongs? Halogen belongs to group 7. So when we are talking about group 7, then you must keep in mind how many electrons they have in their outer shell. 7 electrons. Hope you understand. So when they have 7 electrons in their outer shell, that means they need 1 electron to complete their outer shell. Now, how they will complete their outer shell? Either they will share electron with itself, or they will combine with metals through ionic bonding, where they have to gain 1 electron from metals. Hope you understand. And they will make ionic compounds in that case. So why halogens take 1 electron, or why they share 1 electron? The reason is they have to complete their outer shell in terms of nearest noble gases. Noble gases are group 8 elements. Their outer shell is complete. Here I want to tell you very important point. There is an MCQ in the past papers that one option was noble gases have 8 electron in outer shell. Some students make this mistake. Yes, they have 8. No. Helium is also in group 8, but it has 2 electrons in its outer shell, which is first shell. Okay, we will discuss noble gases inshallah after this. Uh, group 1 metals, whenever they combine with halogens, they produce salts. And when we say salts, salts, we have discussed soluble and insoluble salts. Group 1 compounds are all soluble in water. That is why the salt made when sodium combine or react with chlorine uh, to produce sodium chloride. Students, keep in mind the state symbols are very important. Even if you leave this will leave a bad impression. Okay, so in this state, as NaCl is not dissolved in water, that is why it is solid here. Similarly, potassium chloride is a solid formed by the combination of potassium with chlorine molecule. Okay, now group 7 elements are electronegative. Although this term it is usually used in AS level, but you must keep in mind whenever halogens take 1 electron, you see they take 1 electron, what they produce? They produce negative ion. In case of chlorine, chloride ion will be produced. For bromine, Br minus mean bromide will be produced. So when they gain 1 electron and become negative ion, this ability to take electron from metals by the halogens is known as electronegativity. As they have more number of protons in their nucleus, they have strong force of attraction on the metals. So that is why they take out electron from the outer shell of the metals. Hope you understand. Next, we have reactivity of halogens. Halogens in atomic state, they are highly reactive. That is why they combine with themselves to produce molecular form, that is Cl2 for chlorine, bromine, Br2, I2. Why they don't exist in atomic state? This is an important question. in terms of examination point of view. So because their outer shell is not complete, they are unstable. In this universe, everything try to gain a state of stability. The same is the case halogens. Okay, so over here when we are talking about reactivity, so they are reactive. Their reactivity, if we go down the group, what happens? It decreases. Why it decreases? The intermolecular forces between the halogens start increasing, then energy is required to separate the molecule, then they will react. So uh, let's see, chlorine when react with sodium bromide. You see, chlorine is gas at room temperature. When it is passed through a solution of sodium bromide, it is colorless salt. Uh, what is produced? Sodium chloride and bromine liquid. Now, how sodium chloride is produced? See, chlorine being more reactive than bromide or bromine in the group, and bromide in when we are talking about the specific compound will displace it in the form of bromine. See, we wrote Br2, not Bry, because Br2 is stable form. To make it 2 here, we have to make 2 here as well. That is why two formula units of sodium bromide react with one molecule of chlorine to produce 2 formula units of sodium chloride, which is aqueous, means soluble in water, and one bromine molecule which is liquid. Now what will you observe? This is exam question. Any reaction of the halogens, especially in terms of displacement reaction, here more reactive halogen is displacing less reactive halogen from its compound. Chlorine is above in the group. Bromine is down in the group as compared to chlorine. That is why chlorine displaces bromide ion from sodium bromide. Hope you understand. So what is observation? The color of sodium bromide is colorless. So the solution will turn colorless to brown. Why it becomes brown? You see, bromine is brown in color, reddish brown. Okay, so that's why 2 mark can be assigned for this. This is very easy. Please keep in mind. Don't take these things light and don't ignore them. Similarly, if we want to make ionic equation, we have already discussed ionic equations. This is ionic equation. Just in this, you see what has been cancelled, what has been removed. Only sodium ion, because sodium is plus. Sodium is plus. It has no change in its oxidation state. So here bromide ion is left, chlorine gas is left, chlorine gas is left, chloride ions are left, and bromine liquid is left. This is ionic equation. At the same time, this question of ionic equation or complete equation can be asked in redox reaction. This then it will be 4 mark question. Ionic equation is usually 2 to 3 marks. Normally it comes for 2 marks. Hope you understand. So similarly, if we see this reaction, why there is no reaction? When bromine is passed, sorry, bromine is the liquid. When bromine is passed through potassium chloride solution, which is also colorless, no reaction takes place. If you know that reactivity decreases down the group, then this question will be easy for you. They ask you for justification, reasoning. So you must understand things instead of rote learning. So bromine in this case cannot displace chlorine from potassium chloride. The reason is bromine is less reactive than chlorine in the group because it is down in the group than chlorine. So it will not displace Cl from potassium chloride. Hope you understand. The reason is also written here. If you have any question up till now, you can write in the comment box. Inshallah, I will try to satisfy your question. Similarly, lithium bromide, when react with chlorine gas, lithium chloride is produced and bromine liquid is produced. That's very easy. Same observation, colorless solution turns to brown. The reason is bromine is formed. If there is iodine, being released as a byproduct, you will see the color will change from colorless to uh, first, brown. Then you can see finally black crystals of iodine can be seen. Hope you understand. Halogens are oxidizing agents. Now, what are oxidizing agents? As I uh, before this, I told you about little bit the change in oxidation state of halogens and ions in them. So, what are oxidizing agents? Those chemical substances which cause oxidation of other substances, but themselves they are reduced. Similarly, metals are reducing agents, but themselves they are oxidized because they lose electron. Similarly, halogens are oxidizing agents because they cause oxidation of others by making the electron loss from other things, mean metals with which they react. So see this, reaction. When chlorine reacts with iron 2 chloride, when I say iron 2 chloride because it is transition element. For transition elements, they have variable oxidation state. That is why we have to highlight its oxidation state here. Okay. So what will be produced? Iron 3 chloride. This is iron. Here the charge of iron is 3. This Cl3 shows that the oxidation state of iron has been exchanged with chlorine. And Cl is -1 here. So what happens? You see iron 2, uh, the charge of iron changes from +2 to +3. Now, who did this? Chlorine did this. So chlorine is oxidizing agent because it has caused oxidation of iron 2 to iron 3. Hope you understand. We will discuss in detail, inshallah, when we will be starting with the redox reaction. So we will have, very important questions from this topic. Okay. So hope you understand the reactivity of halogens down the group decreases. Similarly, their state also decreases. In physical properties, we discuss color get dark down the group. And now we have past paper question. What the question says, sorry. Chlorine, bromine, and iodine are elements in group 7 of the periodic table. Describe the trend in color and physical state at room temperature and pressure in 25 degrees centigrade as atomic number increases, mean down the group. You see, this question is so easy. I have told you the colors. Like say, I don't need to write because I have explained these in uh, in my lessons. So I'm telling you orally, right? Color of fluorine is pale yellow. Chlorine is uh, fluorine is pale yellow. Chlorine is green. Then bromine is reddish brown. Then after that we have iodine. Iodine has three colors, in one in solid state, that is the black crystals. Then we have brown in solution, purple in vapors. Last one is astatine. It is also black but radioactive as well. Aqueous chlorine is an oxidizing agent. Name the product formed and write an ionic equation for the reaction between aqueous chlorine and potassium bromide. We have already done this type of reaction before. You can see my lesson again if you don't know. So to do this one yourself, I helped you out. Okay. Name the product formed when aqueous chlorine react with iron 3 chloride. When chlorine react with iron 2 chloride. So iron 3 chloride will be produced. I can write for this one because this is a little bit difficult and new for you people. Iron 2 chloride when react with chlorine. Chlorine is a gas. What is produced? Iron 3 chloride will be produced. FeCl3 because the oxidation state of iron is 3 here. That is why we write iron 3 oxide. Hope you understand. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe my channel to get videos and get notification on. Please comment so that I get motivation and should upload more and more videos. At the same time, now I'm going to start with videos for A levels, especially AS first, for the students who are moving from O levels to A levels. Those videos will help to them. Thank you.